On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 What you know about juice? Making the moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolio's taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 AlexOCrypto.
Good morning. What is going on our gang? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big Donald Pump, baby. Is it really over? Do you think these guys are done chucking boom thingies at each other with their? You think they're done? I don't think so. We were watching a clip from Donald this morning. He ain't looking too happy. He looking like Donald F-bomb Trump. My God. What a wild turn of events. Double bottom. Golden pocket retracement. Pump to the moon. Everybody back on their big old bullish unicorn riding into the sunset. Hopium is in the air. Will it last? This is why we trade level to level. Now, what are we? Overextended. So let's get into it, gang. I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just going to say we might go down. Oh, man. What's going on, everybody? Don't say it, right? Don't say it. What's going on? Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful morning. Thank you guys for showing up early. Oh, man. What a beautiful morning. And you know what? Let's enjoy the pump. Let's try our best to enjoy the pump. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful morning. Now, I did get a notification yesterday. For all you early people, I guess I'll let you guys know, is that we have to wait 90 days to reapply for monetization. 90 days. Now, I ain't going to fight it. I appealed it. They given me 90 days to reapply. So, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we can still stream and we can still hang out here and kick ass and take names. So 90 days, we can wait. So we got no emojis till September minimum. So I got you here. I will spam all the emojis in the chat. I see Army Piper. I don't know how I'm still able to do it. So I got you guys. We got, whatever you need, I got you. Just put maybe maybe every now and then, I was thinking maybe every now and then we could just call out the lurkers for fun. Maybe we don't know their names, but maybe we could ask the lurkers to present themselves and then I can call them a lurker. Maybe we'll do something like that. Oh, man. It is what it is, right? That's all we can do. Good morning, though, Al Jr. Let's get after it relentlessly. My man, how's it going? Rashad, Jeffrey Stonecipher. Good morning, Muckin. Good to see you as well. Thank you so much for being here. Good afternoon. Hopefully you're doing well. JB, Curtis Hill. What's going on, everybody? Crypto Rob, Shrian, Alexandra G, Paul Caruso. My man, what's going on? Dan Bartley. Good morning to you. Shark Vin GANG. Gang. Let's go. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. Shark Fin, Alexandra G, Gains for Life. Hello, Otters. Wishing you a great day. Wishing you a great day, Mr. Gains for Life. God bless you, bro. Hopefully everything is going well. Lewis Mayan, good day to all. May your day be filled with joy. That's it, man. Kindness is free. Quantum, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Kindness is important. We got a little bit of a chop right now. So what we're potentially looking for here is a Bart Simpson. I'm gonna get copyright already. Okay, so what do we have here? Up only, right? Up only. Put a 1 in the chat if you were able to get long yesterday. You're an absolute legend. I was able to get long here. I did not like this. I did not get long here. This was ugly. Because, you know, when we were talking about this in the Discord, it's like, I got out too early, right? I got out too early. I mean, at the end of the day, you made money. And sometimes you got to leave a runner. However, sometimes it's hard, right? Sometimes it's hard, especially like if you get a bad entry and you're afraid of it coming back down. Leaving a runner is not always an option. But a beautiful pump. We did have the golden pocket bounce level yesterday for everybody in the Discord. And we were live when it happened. And you know what? It was really quick. The trade was this, okay? So if we're looking at yesterday and we're talking about how we could have gotten into this trade, what's important to note is that we had this big sweeping downtrend. Okay, so whenever you get something along these lines in here, okay, this is where you start drawing your momentum, right? Where you start drawing this like this, or you start drawing this like this, and you just wait for it to crack, okay? Now, eventually, if we go here on our 3-minute, which we typically trade on, we can see that we get to bounce off the golden pocket. I was able to get long right here, okay? Bounce off the golden pocket, the retest into an order block. So this is still somewhat bearish, right? We were looking at this as well for a rejection here in our Discord. We were looking for the rejection and continuation down. However, it put in a higher high right here. And that's where you can get long. You can also get long off of the break of this trend line here. Okay, you can also look for the retest continuation here. You also have a doji engulfing right here, a doji engulfing right here, a breakout retest here. Okay, so there's multiple opportunities to get long here. Was it easy? It's never easy, guys. It's never easy. It's not meant to be easy. However, there are ways to jump on the trend, which we do teach in the Discord, which is absolutely on fire right now. Kicking ass, taking names. So what do we have right now this morning? We have a flag. We have a flag. This would be a pretty, easy peasy lemon squeezy flag to draw. I don't know if any of you guys like flags, but we have resistance, we have support. For me, I think, now don't say this is Alex giving financial advice, that we have to come at least down to 103.5. That's just my thinking, is that we have to come here. Hate it or love it. Hate it or love it. This is old. Okay, so we're prepared nonetheless. How's everybody doing? You guys all got long yesterday? You guys all took the trades? I'd love to know. Thank you for being here. Make sure you do say good morning. We're going to continue to do the top-down analysis. We have Jerome Powell testimony twice. Why can't they do it in one shot? That's what I'm always wondering. Why can't they just like 1 and 2? Like, do they really need a break? They got tomorrow and today for double testimony. So this, and then we got some GDP. Oh, man. Nonstop, man. Good morning, Lewis. Good morning. Good to see you. Donato Cabrera. Good morning, gang. Let's go. I think there's more like otter gangs in the chat than we used to get. Shout out to the gang. John Foster, Crypto Milan. Good morning to you. Quick Smoker. Good eye, mate. Good to see you, man. They don't know what the F they're doing. Yeah, man. That was a good swear word this morning. We're gonna have to get Donald a swear jar. Good morning, Keith. Just call me Al. Good morning to you. How's it going? Nonstop Ritual. Good morning to you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, hanging out this morning. So, very choppy. Now, very choppy. Whenever I see this, it's no trade. We want some sort of decision to be made here. Okay? We have obviously previous day targets below us and previous day targets above us, but these are quite low. I'm not sure if we get here when back down to 100,000. So we'll see. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But most likely I would say we'd sweep the highs and come down to the lows of 103.5. 103.5 would be that target for us to roll over to. First target. So there could be more pain. We need to be prepared for more pain because, I mean, history tells us that, there's always more pain, especially with how these markets have been. So thank you, everybody, for being here. We got a whole bunch of people on here, 165 people. If you are a lurker, because we can't give out memberships for at least 90 days, I would appreciate you saying lurker here. Lurker here in the chat. Maybe if you just haven't said good morning. I do expect good mornings from people. We're all here trying to trade crazy candlesticks on a chart, trying to make money to feed our families. And this is never financial advice, but this is, what we do. And hopefully we can help you do it better. What's going on, Crypto Mike? Good to see you in the chat. Ando Pancho. There's the emojis. I got the emojis. I don't know how I still have the emojis. Okay, so, I can just do a whole spam of the emojis for you guys. Just let me know what you want, what you really, really want. Because we got them all. They're not letting us do the emojis. What's going on, Piper? How you doing, man? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Piper was bullish yesterday. I was pretty happy about that. When Piper's bullish, I feel a lot better. I don't like Pie Bear. Army Pie Bear. Pie Bear is no good, man. Jay Violet, what's going on? Alex Belkin, good afternoon, gang. Is this pump real? No. So I think the pump being real, if most people are getting shaken, I think a lot of people are getting fed up with crypto right now. I've had a lot of messages, and this is what we want. I'm sorry to say, but we want people to give up, as bad as it is. We want them to be like, okay, I've had enough. F this crypto stuff. I'll take a loss, and then they disappear. And then it goes to Valhalla. That's all I'm saying. Is we want people to be like, this is over. You want that uncertainty, that it's true. Todor, what's going on, man? Curtis Hill, Milan. And in September, we all get free Discord memberships. I wish it was that easy, Milan. But we do have multiple traders we pay. 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% It is a business now. It was free for 2.5 years, but the Discord is absolutely on fire. Crypto pondering is a lurker. Here we go. Yeah, I get to say lurker. Dylan VA, Zach, Chillman, Chillaman, Come on, bro. Did you get made fun of? I won't make fun of you, man. You're welcome here, bro. We love you, Chill, man. Thank you for being here. Shy Owl, what's going on? Skyry, Zonas, Alpha, Petro, Heads, what's going on, man? Gang. Otta Life, Frost Dog, Billionaire, my man. Brandon, good morning to you. I'm a lurker this morning, half asleep. Good to see you, Lorelai. Thank you for being here. God bless. Just cover it. Good morning to you. Good morning to the gang, says George. Let's go, baby. The gang is here. The gang is here. Andrew Cameron, Shark, Vin. A whole bunch of you got long, stuck in the short since yesterday. Just cover it. Yeah, we all watched Donald J. Trump swear to the media. It was absolutely hilarious. It was absolutely, Bitcoin's going to zero. It was almost better than that one. Dusty, good morning to you. Blair Stevenson, let's go, baby. Long from 99.1, but mostly out. Nice job, man. 99.1. So you got long after the pink box there. Blair Stevenson. That pink box was absolute fire, guys. Retest as well. Bull div. Too easy. This is absolute. You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say anyway. So we'll go through top-down analysis soon. Don't worry. Milan, what's going on? Splash Landing, good morning. Synthetic, good morning. Neil, what's going on? Looks like a Bart Simpson chart. Yeah, we do have good support right here. And we do have a downtrend here, so we could look for this. That would be ideal. I don't know if we necessarily have to come into here. We may have to. I'm not sure how much liquidity they want to take, right? The question is, how much do they want to take? Are we going to round trip? History says we round trip. Is anybody in shorts right now? Looking at this, I mean, we do have not the greatest shorting pattern here, right? We don't have any SFP, so I would like an SFP. I would also like a mitigation. So we can, this is an SFP of the low. This isn't really a candle close here below the low. This is a higher high, a sweep of the lows. So we should be looking for this. Am I going to trade that? Not with this chop right now. Not with this chop. So right now, this is chop. Trapping probably longs right now. I would assume we're trapping longs. But I would like a mitigation and a retest and go. That would be the short. Because we don't want to fade something like this. This is, up only, really. So we're in a sticky situation, especially with the old man talking at 10 a.m. Okay, so we need to be aware of that as well. I don't like flags. I agree. I am not a flag trader. Some people love a good old bull flag. Like, I think OC guy loves a bull flag at the Piper Academy. He could teach you guys how to trade a bull flag. That's not my forte, as they would say. Frost Dog, what's going on, man? He's saying dump it. Is anybody in the short? Let me know if you're in the short. Thank you guys for being here. Just cover it. Double nipple cripples today. Okay. That's a new one. B-Rad, what's going on? Matthew. Fiesel, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Yono. Good morning. Thank you for saying good morning, everybody. Little Fish. Army Piper. The gang tags all over my Discord. Let's go. The gang tags. We're coming for you, man. We're coming for you. I mean, we got the gang tag. We voted. We almost made it a mushroom. Look at all the gang in here. Gang, 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 gang. Love it. Everybody's got their gang tags in here. If you don't have a gang tag and you're part of our family in our Discord here, you just go up to your little icon here. Okay? You go to edit profile. You go down, and server tag is right at the bottom here. And you can add the gang tag, okay? Let's invade everybody's Discord with the gang tag. We may not be able to have emojis, but who needs emojis when you have otter gifts? All right? Let's go. Oh, Piper Academy. Let me see. How have we infiltrated your chat here? Let's take a look here. Oh, we got gang. Oh, we got the gang coming through, man. Well, you're loved, man. You're loved. You're one of the few people in the industry that doesn't try to sell bull poo to other people, you know? And I highly suggest you take a look at that DCA strategy, everybody. It's pretty fire, man. It's pretty fire. Love you, Piper. We'll send the gang over to the Piper Academy today after the stream. What's going on, Matthew Sheldon? Michael Crugis, good morning. Tamale, lurk and twerk, baby. Lurk and twerk. Good morning. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning to you. Is that the original Marlene? Simple Jack, Newbie Crypto, Matthew, Wave Cypher, my man. What's going on? Congratulations on 200 subs. I believe you got 200 subs, man. Congratulations. 203. Go check out Wave Cypher. He is a pretty funky looking guy. Look at the cartoon. This is a handsome man. Go check out Wave Cypher. One of the friends of the channel. Also part of the gang. Love you, bro. Hope all is well. Call me Dave. Baldy Air, good morning. Almost 8:30 p.m. Oh, that's nice. You have like an evening morning open. That's kind of cool. What's going on, Bull Runner? Lurker. Let's go, Lurker. He says he's a lurker. I love the lurkers. If you're lurking, just say good morning. I would love for a good morning, man. Don't be weird and sit in the corner and pick your nose and watch me. I mean, we're all here to work together, but come on, man. Marlene, good morning. Marcus, good morning. Bitcoin Dreamer, good morning. Gang, good morning. Chris Ford Ranger. Damn, we gotta beg Bitcoin to do something right now. Why did you get demonetized? They said I had misleading content. So I don't know what I'm misleading here. I'm the one person, I don't know. Any exchange that I promote, I personally use. Any tool that I personally promote, I personally use. I show you my trades. I show you my profits, my losses. I pride myself on being the most honest and transparent live trader in crypto. And I think I do a good job of that. And I think everybody knows that. So it's kind of like upsetting, but it's also like maybe God's got a different test for me. You know, maybe there's something that, you know, I'm missing that I should work on. And if not, that's fine. But I'm always willing to try and grow and try to learn, try to correct my mistakes. But, you know, I don't feel as though that I have misleading content. I'm a trader. It's never financial advice. I have multiple disclaimers. I have nothing to hide, really. I'm here to help. Hopefully you guys know that you guys are full adults. You guys should always manage your own portfolios and your own capital. This is never financial advice. There's disclaimers everywhere. I'm just a guy on the internet who presses buy and sell successfully. That's it. And I would like to help you guys do the same. Now, if they think I'm doing something wrong, that's up to them. But we can go through all of YouTube with price prediction videos, with shilling of tokens, with telling you that this token's going to $5 billion and changing your life money. We know there's those channels out there, and they can do whatever the heck they want. They can do whatever the heck they want. But you guys know exactly what I hold. You guys know that this is my crypto portfolio. I share this every single time anybody asks me. I'm like, I don't hold anything special, guys. I hold some Injective, Link, Render, TIA, SUI, FET, and Bitcoin. And I'm 80% Bitcoin. And I bought all of this in the bear market, except for FET. I'm a little bit underwater on FET, and I'm a little bit underwater on TIA. Besides that, everything else is up. It's never financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just some hobbit in a melted igloo in Canada. That's it. And that's my rant, okay? That's my rant. Okay? Vinga, what's going on? Buckeye, good morning. Just cover it. Okay, SFP of the low right now into the 618, local 618, bounce. It's a bull trap. What's going on, DDT? Good morning to you. Dingbat, what's going on? Our pink lurker. Randy Hipper in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's going on, Randy? Good to see you as well. Thank you for being here. God bless. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dingbat, R Pink, Chantel. Good morning, Al Jr. Dream Big. Good morning, Philly Skills. What's going on, man? Good to see you. What we can do as a community is we can like and subscribe and talk and chat and just pump the numbers up so good that YouTube can't deny it. That's all we can do, right? You guys know me. I'll show up every single day for you guys. We'll see how it goes. I'm optimistically, positive. I'm not too worried. I'm pretty happy. If not, we'll just stream on X or we'll just stream in the Discord. I mean, we're a pretty happy group. We kick ass and take names in that Discord, man. It's a short right now. Yeah, we were saying rollover. There wasn't, like we said, there wasn't really an ample opportunity to jump in the short here. Okay. In a short right now, Little Fish, what's going on? Closed all my positions last night. There's a rude joke in there somewhere. But I won't go there. James Millman, what's going on? George Shots, what's going on? Bernie? Rosetta Shaitrowski, love it, man. Short from last night. Good job, bro. Kevin Khalil, good morning to you. JD, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. I think we go to 107 before dump. Okay. I like that too. Jerome Nipple Cripples, yeah. Maybe we can go, I don't know if we'll go late to stream. Do you guys want to stream Jerome talk? You know it's going to be boring, right? We can do the nipple pump thing again if you want. Nipple pumps. That was hilarious. FOMC, if you know, you know. Put a 1 in the chat for the nipple pumps. We actually took a really good long live with everybody on Jerome nipple pumps. So if you know, you know. You should have been at the FOMC. I mean, this FOMC, we took the long on the nipple pumps. We made lots of cashola. The FOMC before that, we took 3 trades and made lots of cashola. I mean, I think we've got Jerome's number, everybody. I think we had to do a little bit of teasing last time, but we got the number. Wave Cypher, what's going on? Good to see you. Grandmaster Abe, good morning. Chris Reitz, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Ben, George Shots, good morning. Frank, Fit for Life. Gang. Need coffee. Diaz, Randy Hipper, Ken in the chat. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I think everybody subscribed to Randy Hipper over here. Vic Rent, what's going on? Alex Moto, Crypto Surfer, my man DDT. Morning. I'm in the paid Discord. Thank you for being in the Discord, man. God bless you. Marlene, good morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, the Discord, we updated all of our charts yesterday, helping everybody out. Beautiful live stream, just preparing for everything. Just absolutely ready to rock the TA, the key levels. Just ready. Always ready. The TA, Kyle with the short. Incredible stuff, man. Incredible stuff with everybody in here. Absolutely crushing it with multiple signals, weekly, daily. Sometimes you get too much. Sometimes there's just too much to do in that Discord. It's wild. It's quite an amazing space for everybody to learn and to grow. And I got my gang tag on Discord. Thanks for showing how to add it. No problem, Bull Runner. Yeah, it's pretty easy, but you have to go into your profile. You got to go to your account, go to the bottom, profiles, server tag, and you can have a beautiful tag as well. One's in the chat. Let's go. Oh, man. I'm going to keep lurking. You guys know that. You're an amazing trader, but you should hide that you're Canadian. Yeah. I identify as Lord Otter and King Beaver, so maybe I just say I live in the stream. I'm streaming from a stream. We'll do that, Golden God. One of their biggest disclaimers is don't be a nambe pambe. That's the one, man. That ish has to be reported. Don't be a Dick Tracy, but watch it be another streamer hating. Seen it on other videos. Streamers happening. Yeah, some people. I'm sure there are people out there, like, because my channel's kind of gone off. I'm sure there's people out there who are reporting me or upset that I've grown a little bit and with my dismal. Not dismal, but like people will hate, man. That's normal. Because people will buy views and people will buy ads. I have never done that. Maybe YouTube wants me to buy ads or something, but I've never. It's all organic, baby. It's all organic, right? So, I mean, people will hate. I'm sure there's some people who have reported me. Maybe jealousy. Jealousy is a horrible thing, man. I mean, it can get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. But, karma is also a biatch. Karma's a biatch. Good morning, Taylor Woods. Good morning, Oliver. Let's go, Randy. Always good to see you as well. Thank you for dropping by. We'll have to send it to Randy tomorrow then. We're doing Piper today. We'll send it to Randy tomorrow. Andrew Cameron. The heat is on big time. Yeah, it was like 44 degrees the other day. I think it's still like 38 today. I went golfing at the driving range at 9 p.m. and it was still 30 degrees out. I was sweating buckets. Good morning, gang. Let's go, baby. Are we going to do some short loadings? Yukon, good morning. Long or short? Okay, so no trade right now. Let's update. Let's do some top down. Love the Discord. Thank you, Bernie. Maybe people think you can tickle the nipples through the interwebs. Oh, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here, saying good morning. Luke Zaldana. Amazing. I don't know if I got reported. I just got a bunch of strikes and stuff like that for being too handsome. No. I gotta laugh at it, guys. I can't just be upset, right? It's not productive. What is productive is being here with you guys, hanging out, looking for trades and really being patient, right? We need to be patient in an environment such as this. One thing that I've learned is that over trading is easy until it's not. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's prepare. So what are we preparing for? Really, we're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. If we're going to keep it that simple. Now, what is the best situation? Obviously, going to Valhalla. But for me, looking at this, what do we have here? We have a spring, okay? I'm not a Wyckoff kind of guy, but I can identify that this is probably a spring. You have your two support thingies here. You have your support thingy here, right? You have your spring. So now we would want a flag and a bounce. That's what we would want, typically, okay? Wyckoff accumulation. Now, I'm not a Wyckoff master. I'm just aware of it. Now, we are downtrending. We have not... I repeat, we have not broken structure yet. This must be taken and closed above. Okay? Yes, we have on a shorter term time frame. We want to zoom in. We can say, hey, Alex, we've broken this high here. Whatever. We are flipped bullishly. Yes. Yes, we somewhat have, but I would really like to see this high taken before we get too over euphoric, you know, to the moon type of people. Now, what is hard to understand and what sucked was how much we chopped on FOMC in here, on the previous week in here. Okay, so we're in Choppyville. Okay, if there was a place where price likes to just hang out and just be itself and be okay with being at 105,000, 104,000, this is the spot. Okay, this is comfort zone, okay? So, what do we come to expect in this area? Chop and pop, right? Chop, pop, right? Chop, pop. Pop, chop, pop, chop, chop, pop, chop, pop, chop, pop, okay? So, we need to be prepared that this is like a beautiful beach ball underwater right now. Okay, and then it goes bam. All right, bam, 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 bam. Okay, my son likes to go bam, bam, so I'm probably saying bam, bam because of him. He just likes to hit things, especially me in the face and pull my beard at the same time. He's got this thing now. He grabs the beard from underneath, like under the neck. My son, 10 months, underneath the neck, and then starts hitting me. I'm like, damn, you're going to be my hero, man. My hero. Because it just leads to him grabbing someone by the shirt and, you know, hockey fight. So it's all part of the training for my son. He's going to be a legend. In my mind, anyways. I don't know about others. Who knows? Shout out to my son. Oh, man. Okay, so looking at this daily confirmed green dot. Bullish, okay? Overextension on VWAP. Concerning. Remember we were talking about the gap here. You guys remember? And how the RSI could catch up to the stochastics, being very bullish, okay? I warned you. That's all I got to say. Okay, the 12-hour flipping green. I warned you. Okay, this is a front run to the bullish move. We had that. Now look how overextended our 12-hour is. VWAP needs to return down. Cool off period, okay? Inward curvature. You see it starting here? So retracement is what I would think. Okay, after such a bullish candle like this, you expect to what? Come at least halfway down the candle. Okay? So that means we should be looking for shorts possibly. On confirmation. What does confirmation look like? You get up here. You flag out. You look for a break of structure continuation trade. That's where you short. Don't fully fade this thing. We're not getting short right now, even though we are rolling over a little bit. I'm watching it on my other screen, if you were wondering. The 3-day. What is special here, guys? Money flow's back, baby. Money flow is back. Okay, we have a confirmed close on a Tuesday of green money flow. This is very unexpected, friends. Very unexpected. Look at this 3-day candle, guys. This is the Valhalla candle. Engulfing the open and close. Not the wick, so not a full engulfing. The wick on this thing is like John Wick's grandma. This is incredible. Such a bullish close for this candle. Bullish money flow. Incredible. This is probably one of the best signs I've seen in a long time. Hopium. Hopium candle. Okay, so we'll see. But that's the hopium candle. Going into what we got for the rest of today and going into, later on in the week. So we got Jerome Powell speaking today, which is going to be interesting. Everybody's, going to weigh on every single word he says, every syllable, every cough. We love his coughs, don't we? Trade the cough. You'll know. If you've watched him speak enough times, you trade the cough. Okay? But the 12 hours overextended on VWAP is coming up to the 0 line on stochastics, trying to break. This typically provides a little bit of turbulence, as you can see in here. Okay, as you can see in here. As you can see in here. Okay? Always a little bit of turbulence when you get up into this area. So chop, retracement, bounce, hopefully. Okay? Needs to cool off in here, hopefully. So this is all pointing well in position to push. However, we have an anchor. We need a trigger wave. We want to see this trigger wave retest continuation. That's bullish. Or we push up and we mitigate this high, and then we come back down. That would be very bullish as well, because then we would be confirmed market structure looking for a continuation out. So we have a couple of options here, and we're prepared either way, right? Up, down, all around. Like we said, yesterday, we treat it like a range, and we're right back in the range. So you buy low, you sell high. Right now, you're pretty much at the top of the range, marked out by our beautiful support and resistance levels here. So top of the range being at 105.7, bottom of the range being at 103.5 for all those people just listening in and trading while they drive. Looking to rotate into the range at 107,600, coming for those highs up there. Now, if we do roll over, we do have a big volume gap down below us, okay? And that's between, I would say 102,000 all the way down to 98,000, okay? I don't want to scare you, but that's where we would be looking to head if we do lose support in here at 102, okay? So looking to chop sideways within the range up here between 103.5, where I would look for a retest and continuation out. But right now we have resistance at 105.7. Okay, so we're prepared. But we need to be aware of where are we, what's happened, what's most likely to happen, and how do we position ourselves accordingly. So we're looking for a retest continuation or a sweep of the high and then a retest back down. Very simple. We want confirmation for shorts, though. That's the key, right? And we'll look for a continuation trade here if we get the opportunity as well. Going to our 4-hour, the 4-hour money flow has crossed bullishly. This is a good sign coming into this morning. However, we would like to see this VWAP hold the 0 line. You can see we got nice inward curvature here. So this is decent. Right now we're getting a little bounce right now. SFP, golden pocket bounce here. Got VWAP right in front of our face. So it's not really a... VWAP betrayed me yesterday. So I'm a little upset with VWAP. So I'm just going to be a... When you're chopping VWAP, it's not a trade, okay? When you break out of VWAP and you return to VWAP, you can long it. When you break down from VWAP and you return to VWAP, you can short it. You see, these are two valid VWAP trades here. The long, breakout, retest, continuation. The short, breakdown, retest, continuation. Okay? But when you're in it like this, when you're in it, there's no trades to be had here. VWAP's just the average price. This is the most agreeable price that people are buying and selling this asset. And this is scammy AF. Jeez. Now, this is where we have to be careful because look at this. We got chop and pop price action. Like I said, we have slow and then boom, right? So if we're short here, we're wrecked, right? As a scalper. So patience will prevail in a situation like this. Back to our 4-hour here. Consolidation sideways. Would like to see a return back down to the lower parts of this candle in here. Big push up yesterday, okay? Going into our 2-hour here. Just sideways, chop. VWAP's ready to pop, okay? 1 hour green money flow looking good. Inward curvature on our momentum wave. A little bit overextended. So we'll look for that retest and continuation here. Now, the thing is that we're a victim to whatever they tweet, right? So let's be prepared for that as well. But we do have all our key areas where we're looking for trades, how we're looking to trade them. Kicking butt, taking names, okay? So patience. We'll see what we get. Maybe we buy green candles. Maybe we don't. I mean, this is... look at this. This is going to Valhalla. Coming back for the late shorts. Nice pump here for Bitcoin. We're a victim of tweets. That's where we're at, right? So going into the short-term time frame, 1 hour looks like it needs to reset. 24. Looking a little bit bearish. Holding the 0 line here. But this is 3 drives. Looks as if it wants to roll over. Like I said, for the short, I'd like an SFP. For the long, I'd like an SFP retrace hold. Or a higher low continuation trade. Or we come down into our buy level here. We get some sort of bottoming structure, and then we go. Okay? This is the hot dog. We do not want to buy the hot dog unless we have clear confirmation. Look, if we bought that green candle, maybe we get a push through VWAP here. Why are we not buying this push up? Because it's been chopping VWAP. If we got further away from VWAP and then we came through it and then we retested it, okay, but we haven't. We're still chopping VWAP. This is getting everybody excited. People are buying the top and they're getting wrecked. That's not us today, guys. That's not us today. So thank you. Hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. We're prepared. We're looking for certain things to come into fruition for our trading today. We'll see if we get it. Thank you for being here, smacking up those like buttons, subscribing if you are new. Very grateful for every single one of you guys in here. 317 people in here, 123 likes. We have been demonetized for 90 days. So if you guys wouldn't mind just chatting it up, smacking up those like buttons, subscribing if you're new, really just showing, the tubular that we are ready for the good. Because we're always ready to help and hopefully help you guys out. Thank you for saying good morning. Dude, you're not trading for the views, man. You're trading for the family. No hate here. That's the one, man. That's the one. Full time for over 2 years now. 2 years in August, I think. August, September, I think. 2 years full time. And the Discord's not even a year old, so you can do the math. We weren't making money off the Discord, or we were making $100 off of YouTube a month. $100 Canadian, Canuck bucks. Okay, it's not like we were making tons of money off the monetization. It's not like hurting my wallet at all. For me, it's the community. It's like everybody spamming emojis, everybody super chatting and calling people lurkers. Right? We had the cheapest memberships on YouTube. We had, there was no monetary gain. It's about the people. We want the people to be able to spam gang. We want people to say Alexandra G. You know, Tony Soprano, lurker, otter gang, right? We want to have some fun. Trading's hard enough. American traders are mostly nambe pambes. That's the one, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here. God bless you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys. Are there ads on YouTube? Never seen one ever. I don't put the ads on. Even when I was monetized, I don't put the ads on. Never. Crypto manipulation trader. Nice. Think you can take a long now? I wouldn't. I wouldn't take a short or a long right now. This is Chop. Yeah. They're probably blaming me, Surfer. That's fine. I mean, it's upsetting. I hope the best for everybody. You guys know that. I wish you guys all, peace and freedom through trading crypto. That's the whole purpose of this whole channel. You look at the description, it says helping people find peace and purpose through crypto and trading. That's it, man. Just want you guys to help your families, maybe buy that car you've always wanted, maybe put your kid through college, right? Buy that house that you've always dreamt of. I just want you guys to be that and to have that and to crush it, I mean, I haven't let anybody, I've let close friends know, but I'll guess I'll let you guys know, is that I have decided to move in the next couple of months. So I am moving to a place that I've always dreamt of living. And that's as much as I'll say about that. But I've been doing well trading, and it's been a leap of faith kind of deal. And I'm looking forward to another adventure with my wife. And if you didn't know, like, me and my wife, we lived in Australia in England, traveled the world, did a whole lap around the earth. Okay, so we are a traveling family, and we are on another adventure quite shortly in the next couple of months. I will be going to England mid-July for a wedding. Shout out to all my Brits out there. I might meet up with Darren Does Things and Sniper's Nightmare, because they're family. They're family. But yeah, it's I want everybody to win. I want everybody to succeed, and I hope that I can help guide you in doing that and create what I've created. It's been a heck of a three years now doing this, so profitable in 7 months, full time 7 months after that. Over almost 2 years now full time trading. And I hope to help everybody, achieve that for themselves by clicking buy and sell. That's it. 38 degrees. How much is that in freedom units? Fahrenheit, that was like 115 it was yesterday. 44 degrees Celsius is 115 Fahrenheit. That's what it was yesterday, Blair. What's going on, wifey? Good to see you. Internal structures, boltards are everywhere and don't understand higher time frame structure. That's the one, DDT. I always say, like, if you are zoomed in on short-term time frames, you must understand what this looks like. You must zoom out. Why do we want to take this high? Right? What have we done here? Okay, you must understand what's going on here. You must understand what's going on here in order to not get a bias, but understand, what's the likelihood of this or that, right? That's always our job, is what's the probabilities of this to happen or this to happen. We zoom in here, it looks like the dog's breakfast, as they say in the UK. Okay? to Django. What's going on? Have you stopped trading TRX yet, Django, or what? Four-hour bullish shift. Yep. That's what we're looking for. DDT. You want that high taken with a nice close, right? That's what I'm looking for. That would be bullish. Let's go, Michael. Good to see you. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Randy, for smashing up those likes and telling everybody to smash up those likes. Splashy, good morning. James Simpson, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Hickey. Wally, good morning. Frogs, Attila, Airdropper, good morning. Shark Vin, Attila, Aku, good morning. For all the lurkers in the back, make sure you guys are saying good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Has everyone liked the stream? Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. Money Print, what's going on, guys? Good to see you guys all in here. God bless you guys, Phoenix. Isn't it assurance of revenue? We did the math, and we've shown the channel here and how much we made and how much we paid the mods, right? On the YouTube studio here. Like, I got nothing to hide on this. We look at the monetization, you know, estimated revenue. Okay? There's not last 28 days. We can do the last 90 days, right? Right? So 3,500. We divided that by 3, right? We do the, and that's Canadian dollars, okay? Canadian dollars. And we divided that by 3. We also do the giveaway for the mods, okay? So it's not, we narrowed it down. It's between 150. After all things said and done, it's about $150 to $250 a month. Okay? It's a grocery shop. So you guys buy me food. That's not even a lot of food in Canada. Grocery shop in Canada is like $400. Welcome to inflation, baby. Nice push up here through VWAP. We did the math. I think it was it yesterday? Do you do one-on-ones? Not typically, man. You get one-on-ones catered to you in our Discord. So, I mean, why not join the Discord? I will ask anybody who's in the Discord. You have any questions, we go through it, we teach it, we work on it, we address any questions. I show you what I do, how I trade it, my thought pattern behind it, how to do whatever you're struggling with. Every Discord session, you know, is catered to the community. And then it's recorded as well. So, like, we go through, right, on what are S tier strategies, what tools, back testing, continuation, trading spot, orb trading, stiletto patterns, right? Like nonstop. If you just go through all of this, you're gonna learn swing failure patterns, how to trade a range, SFPs, targets for scalping, market cipher cheat sheets, VWAP strategies, swing trading, revenge trading, market structure, narrative, conditions. We cover it all constantly in our Discord. And if you ever have like a question or anything like that, I mean, you can post the chart at me. I'm always available. I pride myself on being available to the community and answering the questions. You have multiple chat with Alexes. You have chat with Alex here for the family members. You have Ask Alex Anything over here. Okay. I'm very active. I'm not above you or below you. I'm hanging out with you, man. I just want you guys to succeed. So, and that's how I trade it. Lurker today, what's going on? F-Bomb, good to see you, man. Dusty signed a peace treaty with his trading account. No trading for a week. That's good, man. Taking a break is very important. What I will do is I'll trade half the size because I'm on here, and I'll trade only the live stream, and I'll trade half the size when I need a break. And people have seen me do it. Like I'll come in here and I'm like half a position size for this week, okay, and no trading after the live. because sometimes you take a couple lumps in trading and you need to reset. It's very important to reset so you don't spiral and blow up your account. That's number one, is protect your capital. Do you get back paid from YouTube? Yeah, it's like delayed like a month and a half. Do you have people who trade pivots? Well, friend, you're in luck. We have CVO. So CVO, not only does he have pivots and key levels, but he has bat patterns, weekly pivots, weekly naked point of controls, previous week highs, 3 month yearly open pivots. Okay, all the pivots. Shark pattern, pivot zones, completion zones with pivots. I mean, CVO is doing a live stream today for everybody in our Discord. He does a stream once a week for everybody, as well as talking to him last night, actually, just if he's, having a good time. He's happy working with us and the gang, and he's very happy and he loves the community. He's such a good person, very kind, and he loves the Otter gang. So it's pretty cool, man, because you get me. I'm a scalper, but I also have swing trades for alts. You have momentum trader Kyle. He's got all the momentum, beautiful trade setups as well. You got smart money concepts with Brewberry, who does, your supply and demand, market structure, all that stuff as well. You got pivots, bat patterns, shark patterns with CVO. Then you got HRJ, who has like massive, beautiful swing trades and setups for everybody. With supply and demand and incredible big old altcoin signals and trade setups. So you get a whole heap of goodies in our Discord. That's why we pride ourselves being the cheapest and the best Discord in all of crypto. Good day, sir. Good day, Mr. TM Apulia. Good morning, Heath. Okay, chop and view up here, guys. Trying to get above here and hold. Not a fan. Not a fan right now. Welcome to Vegas, Alberta. YouTube tariffs on Canadian streamers could be. Scotland. Going to Dubai? No. Australia, mate. Where do you think I'm moving? Alex, we can't leave yet. We take care of no. That's the hardest part of the decision, Dave. But I'm also the grandson, and he has daughters who can take care of him as well. What was your number you had to make you leave the union? The Carpenters Union? So I was in the Carpenters Union for 13 years, and I was making just over $48 an hour, I believe. About $1,600 a week. I was making good money as a carpenter. Very good money as a carpenter, but for the time freedom, for the time spent with my family, you can't put a number on that, man. You can't put a number on that. The Caribbean. Yeah, man. Sounds like Gold Coast bound. I've been to the Gold Coast. I started with $1,000, Chantel. $1,000. Crypto surfer, Asia or Africa? I think I would pick Asia over Africa. Let's do a poll. Where is Alex moving? Where is Alex moving? Asia, Africa, Europe, South America. Oh, you guys are funny. Texas. I mean, it's hotter here than Texas, so I don't know. Might be a good idea. Remember, I got to move my igloo at the same time, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Turbo. Looks like we got a little bit of follow through here, trying to push up off of VWAP here. Possible opportunity here. Kind of a cheap trade. Trade it back up to the high here. I'm still waiting, guys. No trade yet. It does fit to our multiple, but this is too slow, man. Look at this. What does this tell you, everybody? This tells you we're chopping and popping. Chopping and popping. You can see it, right? Pop, chop, pop, chop, pop, chop, right? Nice little trigger wave here on the 12-minute, though. Could bring us up. Checking that 1 hour after 9 o'clock here. Yeah, continuation sideways. So just slowly sideways down. So this is our bull flag or whatever you want to call it, right? VWAP's threatening to curve up here, which is a good sign. Indecision candles all throughout. Okay. 30-minute here. Got a little trigger wave VWAP crossover right now. But money is coming out. Okay, so it's all fine and dandy. We're like, oh, trigger wave VWAP crossover. What is money doing? Okay, so that's concerning because that tells me that this can easily roll over. Okay, because think of money like a snowplow, right? It's slow. It's pushing all the snow, right? So it doesn't matter if you throw a little bit of snow on the ground. It's going to plow right through it. Okay? Canadian teachings here, okay? Think of money flow as a snowplow. What? Am I an idiot? Maybe think of it as like a big cargo ship, right? And you got your little speedboat here, which is VWAP. And then you got your nice little pontoon boat, which is your momentum. And then you got this cruise ship just coming in. Army Piper's up here on his cruise ship. And he's saying, hey, gang, what's going on? Right? Army Piper loves a good cruise ship. Okay? So be aware. Be aware that, this is... I don't even like having the trade set up on my charts because I think you guys get a little bit click happy. Monopoly money. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for smacking up those like buttons. Still waiting here. I'd like to think we go up from here, but I'm only looking for an SFP. I'm not looking for anything special. We have this kind of... So this would be a stiletto pattern. Okay? Higher low continuation trade. Very short-term stuff. But I would look to take this. If I'm not going to take this, just so you all know. That would be the idea. But I'd be taking profits pretty aggressively. Like I'd be TP1, TP2 for sure. But I'm still gonna wait here. It might play, but it's not worth it right now for me. Is anybody in a trade right now? Press 1 if you're long. Press 2 if you're short. Would love to know. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're guessing where I'm moving. CVO is the pivot king. Absolutely, he is. Jeanette, what's going on? Nightbot still not working. Mark Dutch, we're not working at all, man. CVO's fire, yeah. Jesus saves. thought you were trading in the Discord. I deleted it because I thought it was a scammer. I'll never message you unless it's a ticket from our Discord. Gains for life. Kyle helped me out massively. Too much to that legend. Yeah, absolutely. Kyle's great. Alpha, Luke Zaldana, JB. Good morning. Hulk Smash. Florida, Iran. I think Iran would be good, yeah. Alex, what are your reasons for using Bitunix as your daily exchange? So for me, I do get VIP 7. Okay, I like the interface. The liquidity is pretty good for the amount of size that I trade. Okay. So for me, Bitunix, it checks all the boxes. It has good reserves. Okay, I've checked the reserves of the exchange. Okay, so I always do my vetting, right? For me, the only somewhat questionable exchange that I have, but I have used, is MexC, but that's so people get lower fees. There's always a risk with an exchange that gives you lower fees, okay? There's always more risk. Understand that. Whether it's KSEX, MexC, all those ones. I highly, highly, highly suggest you do not keep whatever significant amount of money is to you on those exchanges, okay? Even on the regular ones. Like for me, I have a 100K account. I do not keep 100K on the exchange. I keep 10, sometimes 20. Right now, 25. And it still feels weird, man. It feels weird because I started trading on FTX, okay? I was an FTX boy when I first started, right? And thank God I didn't have a lot of money on the exchange back then, right? So I always vet the exchanges as much as possible for the community, right? And this is one that I've come to learn and trust. I have a good rep. Okay, I get answered questions fast for the community. We get VIP 3. We have a good deal going on right now. You're more than welcome to use our affiliate link. It does support the channel. Whoop-de-doo. Make a little bit of money off of an affiliate link. I don't have any big whale traders or anything like that. So, you know, it's nice to be able to use something and share what I use. And I think that's so important, right? Dubai, Puerto Rico, Texas, Paraguay, Europe. The EU is broken, guys. Come on. For those who have been here, where did I say I am going to move? For those who have been here. Where did they? And now I know Army Piper knows, and I know he's not going to tell you guys because he's my friend, and he doesn't tell you guys where I'm moving. But those who have been here, where did I say I'm going to move? Costa Rica? None of the above. I think Alexandra G is correct. Don't go to Michigan. So you're moving out of Canada. Am I moving out of Canada? California is great. If you like crime, high taxes, and horrible schools. Sounds like Toronto, man. Sounds like Toronto. Toronto's high crime, high taxes, and bad schools as well. Look at that rejection here coming in this morning. 9:13, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, supporting the channel, smacking up those like buttons. Long, sitting on hands. Short, long, short. Okay. Short trap since yesterday. Okay. Yeah, this is so scammy, guys. Look at this. Chop and pop again. They're chop and popping again. Yeah, I was trading with MexC, and the exchange went down when I entered a position, and I threw my stop loss on. So like I jumped in a trade, and I threw my stop loss on like this, and the exchange went down. So thank God I threw the stop, because if I enter a trade, I'll automatically just throw a stop loss on, even if it's not like and then I'll adjust it to where I want it to be. But I'll throw one on the screen, like right away, no matter what. So if in case something happens, right? So what happened, and I recorded all of this. What happened is I jumped on, entered the trade, threw the stop loss on, and the exchange went down for an hour. Okay? For an hour. And I sat there watching the price do this. And I didn't have a take profit. So I'm watching it on TradingView. Bang, $5,000 loss. And they compensated me $1,000. And I recorded the screen and everything. I had pictures, I had evidence. Okay? And I lost $5K. That's what happened with MexC. And they didn't compensate me fully. I'm just warning you. They don't care about you. And that's someone who has and for me, I have an affiliate rep with MexC. I have customer service reps. Okay? A lot of people who are retail, they don't have any sort of help. So it's that's what happened, man. El Salvador. Yeah. I don't know. It's too hot there, man. Long. SEI printing me money recently. Nice. Vancouver Island, Scotland. Las Vegas. I recorded the screen. So I recorded the screen being down for an hour. And how I couldn't. So I recorded the screen. I recorded from my phone that I restarted my computer. I couldn't log in. I recorded me attempting to log in. So that's what I recorded for an hour. I think it was like 49 minutes, but I recorded all of that. Nice push here for Bitcoin. Yeah, it is messed up, man. Nice push here. A little bit of follow through. NASDAQ here looking quite bullish after yesterday. Just like Bitcoin, though, looks like it needs to roll over. Probably come back and retest this area in here. If I was to guess, that would be the area where I'd look for NASDAQ to return to. The SPY coming into market open here. We'll see how it goes. I would expect, after a big push like this, I would expect just flat. Okay. Where's the ES right now? Yeah, maybe up a little bit. Maybe we're up here. On the SPY, gapping up. USDT dominance looking like it wants to roll over here. So that's bullish, right? So even if it pushes back up and then it goes, that's fine. I look for something like that. On USDT dominance coming into market open here. Looks like we are getting a little bit of a push up. I'm going to be a bit more patient here with market open. Just because of yesterday, I think I rushed a little bit much yesterday. And for me, it's been a bit of, I'm trying to have the waiting game, right? Trying to have that game where I'm like patient, know where the trap is, watching the price action, being prepared, executing the trade. I don't mind waiting to make money, right? It's a lot faster. It's a lot faster money than going to work for 8 hours. Let's put it that way. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Clay the Great, Crypto Rob. Jesus saves. Everything Alex is complaining about is present in nearly all the West: inflation, high prices, lack of public services. Yeah, that's it. The West is wrecked. The West is wrecked. However, I think there is a place for us to hide. It's still going to be expensive, but whatever. Nice push up here for Bitcoin. Coming into market open. Sweeping the shorts. Sweeping the shorts. Possibly before it sends it down. Okay, so let's not get too, overly bullish here. There it is. There it is. See how quick that is? Chop and pop, guys. Retest down low. VWAP slap. That's a possible VWAP slap continuation trade here. But too early to tell, man. Too early to tell for this. We got 10 minutes till market opens. I'm going to fill my coffee and have a tinkle, everybody. Don't forget to smack up that like button and continue to guess where I'm going to possibly live. We are on the move, baby.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 What you know about juice? Making them moves that'll flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof of building portfolios, taking well over exceptional pain. I'm chopping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. AlexOCrypto.
Chop and pop, man.
AlexOCrypto. AlexOCrypto. AlexOCrypto.
AlexOCrypto. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Good fun. All right, we're back. Tinkle done. Rolling over here. Nice sweep of the highs. Coming into market open. We got 7 minutes till market open. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Refresh the room. Say good morning to every single one of you guys, and thank you guys for supporting this channel. Hanging out here. Smacking up like buttons. Vietnam. Love Bali as well. Bali is cool. I like Bali. I went to Ubud. Ubud. Good morning, HB. Good morning, RS Miller. What's going on, bro? I got you. I got you, RS Miller. Good to see you, man. We don't have emojis, but I still have emojis somehow, so... Good to see you, Miller. Thank you for being here. Bitcoin rolling over here. Gains for life with the insert emoji. Let's go, baby. Good to see you, Sean. How you doing, man? Good morning to you, bro. It's Alaska. Could be closer to Alaska. I'm staying in Canada. We'll leave it at that. Okay? I'm staying in Canada for now. I'm giving Canada another go. Okay, rolling over here, everybody. Coming into market open. 4 minutes left. Yeah, I'd like to see us come into here for the NAS. We'll see if Donald Trump wants to tweet. Tweet. This makes me want to short. Something like that. We'll see here. Money flow coming out here on the 15 minute here. 30-minute trigger wave. Hourlies. Looks like it wants to roll over. Still indecisive. 2 hour looks bullish. So, possibly by noon we could get a push back. Indecisive right now. So we don't take a trade in this, right? We don't participate. There's no edge here to have, right? We could get some movement here that will give us an edge. I know you guys are all into edging, so we need to be patient in this situation, right? I hate to say it, but trading is waiting. That is it. We say that constantly here. Trading is waiting. We wait for the trap. We wait for the sign, and we don't rush. There's no reason to rush. You're always at risk, right? This is never financial advice. We're always at risk putting money on the table. So we need to do it with an edge. Mountains, beach, the coast, north. So you guys think I'm moving? I might be moving to the mountains. I don't know. We'll see. Calgary, beach. I actually have I can move my igloo Paul. I have those trucks they deliver dairy in. So I rent one of those. I have to cut the igloo in half. So I cut the igloo in half and I crank up the dairy truck to like freeze. It's like an ice cream truck, basically. And they're moving trucks in Canada, but they're for moving houses. It's called an igloo-mobile. It's a really good igloo-mobile. I don't know where it comes from, man. I don't know where these thoughts come from. Coming into market open here, everybody. Chair Pal speaks at 10, so we could get chop until then. Okay? Bulgaria, let's go. John Denver, possibly. West Virginia. A glucomotive train. Let's go. Look at the push up here. Are we dumping or pumping? We are chopping, my friend. We are sideways, okay? Sideways. Let's push above VWAP here. Fake out to the downside. Fake out to the upside. Fake out to the downside, right? No real direction here for price action. Just chop and pop, baby. Coming into market open. We got 30 seconds, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Smacking up those like buttons. Subscribe if you're new. Support the channel. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got 364 people here. 194 likes. If you guys wouldn't mind smacking up that button, I'd really appreciate it. Do appreciate the support for the channel, hanging out here. It means the world to me, guys. So thank you for being here, hanging out with the gang. Coming into market open. Will we go or will we know which way price is going to go? Well, right now it's very indecisive. VWAP slap. Ding, 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 ding. Market is open. Big gap up for the S&P. Okay. Nice gap up. NASDAQ rolling over. Bitcoin flat right now. Okay. Little slap on VWAP. Chopping VWAP somewhere where I really do not like to trade. Okay. When I trade VWAP, I like to see it come out, come in. Come out, come in. Okay. Right now we're just stuck. So we do not trade this. We wait for direction. Let's be patient. Patience is profitable, baby. Looks like the S&P is gapping up, pushing higher. We have the NASDAQ trying to bounce right now. A little bit of a bear flag, though, looking like it might roll over. Bitcoin also looking a little bit overextended. So do we get an SFP up high to dump, or do we roll over from here? Your guess is as good as mine. That's why we are not in a trade. Okay, some of you are long, some of you are short, some of you are tall, some of you are fat. Who cares? We're all here working together, trying to be better every single day. So thank you for being here, supporting the channel. I do appreciate you guys. Let's see what we get today. Market is open. So it looks like the S&P has gapped up and is continuing to push here. NASDAQ is also trying to push here. NASDAQ likes to give us a false move sometimes, so let's not just take that as, as perfect. Let's just be patient here. We do have our golden pocket 786 area here. Not something I'm looking to just trade based off of. It's just a level of confluence to where we could possibly get a bounce, okay? We'll see. SFP of the low in here. So we have this SFP here, okay? This could be possible continuation. This is not a candle close below the lows, so we are still just chopping sideways in an uptrend. The 2 hour looks bullish. The 1 hour, the 30-minute, it's just choppy. It's not very giving us very clean signals this morning. Yeah, potential for a 30-minute trigger wave, okay? And does look like we're rolling over here on the 12. Okay. Overextended price action, I would look for a possible return back down to 103,500. Okay, currently price is at 104.9. We'll see if we do roll over from here. SPY is pushing. NASDAQ. Darth Maul candle on the NASDAQ. Not sure where it wants to go. Pushing down a little bit here on BTC. No real signs of, I would say, the bounce just yet. Rolling over here for Bitcoin. Coming to that 786 area. 104.8. Still waiting here. 786 bounce level tap just now. We'll see if we do want to bounce off of this. Retest the lows. Possible continuation down. SPY is pretty flat. NASDAQ trying to bounce as well. Same with the Bitcoin right now. Nice pushback for Bitcoin. Coming down, retesting those lows. 104.9. See if we have follow through to the downside here. Getting a little bit deep on our momentum wave here on the 3-minute. The 12-minute still's got room to the downside. 24 still got room to the downside. 1 minute left on this candle for the 24. Nice push down here. Still waiting. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm fat, but I lost 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Great job, man. That's it, man. Let's go, man. That's awesome. My body is chiseled by the gods themselves. How dare you, Alex? I call it, you know. Sometimes people need to be called fat for them to get off their ass and do something about it. That's okay. Doesn't mean we don't love you. Doesn't mean we just want you to be healthy and want you to be better. That's it. That's it. Nice bounce here. What's going on, Melissa? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. No trade yet. What's going on, Dano? Good to see you, bro. Nice bounce here, 786. Push back here. Coming back up. NASDAQ breaking out. Pushing. SPY pushing. A little bit of hopium here. That could be our orb low right now. 786 bounce. Good push coming into VWAP here. Nice move. VWAP slap. Considering a long. No trade yet. No trade yet. VWAP slap just now. Coming into resistance right now into the chop zone. I guess you'd say it's a chop zone. Pushing through. Trying to go here. We got bull divs. Nice bull divs here. Trying to get through VWAP here. No trade yet. I'm still waiting. I don't want to get faked out this morning on the long. Not for me, guys. Not just yet. Could have fired off the long here if we wanted to. Like I said, I don't want to rush this morning. Nice push from the NAS. SPY continues to climb. USDT dominance rolling over. Holding above VWAP right now, back into the range. Choppy, choppy. No trade yet. Nice candle coming here on the 3 minute. Nice push up. Okay, doji engulfing on the 3 minute. Quite an aggressive engulfing candle too. So closing above VWAP would be ideal. Got 30 seconds left on this candle. Nice pushback trigger wave now printing on the 24 minute. A little bit of exhaustion here on the NAS. Coming back for late shorts possibly. Sweeping them before sending lower. Coming back. Big rejection on NASDAQ right now. Don't see it on Bitcoin yet. Bitcoin's trying to hold the range again. Back to Chop City. Great candle here on the 24 though. 12 minute trying to cross over here. Chop as well. Chop City right now. Green dot printing on the 24. Hourly still looks like it can come down. 90-minute looks like it can come down. Okay. It's not a rush here. Good candle close above VWAP here. Retesting VWAP right now. Doji engulfing. Could look for a continuation trade here for a potential long. Not convinced yet. NASDAQ pushing again. So is the SPY. Considering a long right now. Got a whole VWAP here. Still waiting. Coming down halfway down that candle here. Still sitting at 105. 105,000. Halfway down the candle here. Looking for potential push back above VWAP. 30 seconds on the candle, everybody. Thank you guys for smacking up those like buttons. We got 415 people in here. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. If you are new here, we're live Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. trading Bitcoin live every single day. Just trying to practice good risk management. Help you guys navigate these charts. Never easy. I'm grateful for your support and hanging out with me every single day. I do appreciate you, Otter gang. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 1 for 1 yesterday. We took a loss and a win yesterday, and then the rest of the trading day was pretty good. I took another loss after that. I was down 400 and change, and then I was able to take that long a couple times yesterday to get above break even. Keeping the account just about the same, 25,700. So looking to continue that on our way here today. And hopefully make some better decisions. I think I overtraded a bit yesterday, but that's fine. Indecisive here. The SPY continues to push. So does the NASDAQ. Gives me a little bit of hopium, but we also know that Bitcoin's overextended in comparison to a lot of things right now. So Bitcoin can push up, and then the SPY and the NASDAQ will continue to crawl up while Bitcoin retraces, kind of meeting them halfway. If Bitcoin moves up overnight like this, right, and then the SPY and NASDAQ start kind of here, Bitcoin will come down and meet them halfway, kind of deal, if you know what I mean. So overextended on Bitcoin doesn't necessarily mean we're fully overextended on the SPY or the NASDAQ. So we use it as confluence to price action in the way it moves, but also we're trading Bitcoin. We're not trading NASDAQ. So we need to also be aware of that as well before we get our hopium slippers on. I see you guys out there with your hopium slippers on. What kind of slippers are you guys wearing? What are on your feet? I'm wearing Nike slides, man. Nike slides. That's what I got on. I don't know what you guys are trading. I'm always trading in the Nike slide. Always. Oh, man. We're not going to talk about feet, Mark Dutch. We're only going to talk about shoes, okay? Sorry. You got those slippers on. We got slides, Reebok slides. Okay, the RBK slides. So thongs, bro. We got some thongs. If you didn't know, those are flip-flops, everybody, in North America. We got thongs. We got barefoot. We got the All Natural. We got Crocs. You can't wear Crocs on my stream, man. Bring back the Nike. I got to go and buy some Nike elevators. The Nike elevators, guys. I don't know if you're new here, but because I'm 5'4", we definitely are investing into these shoes. Okay, we got the Nike. When I leave the house, this is what I wear. They're called the Nike elevators. Everybody, we pride ourselves. This makes us about 5'8" on a good day. Sometimes I'll get this is 2 stacks. Sometimes I'll get my 3 stacks out. There's an extra stack, and I'm almost 6 foot 6 inches and 6 figures, baby. That's what they all want. Okay, the Nike elevates. Oh man, I gotta save that image, man. In the pictures. Nike elevates .jpg. Chopping orb right now, chopping VWAP. No trade, guys. Hoka slides. Slides are comfy. Let's go, baby. Tevas. Is anybody wearing shoes? Skechers flip-flops. Yo, Skechers, if it wasn't Skechers, Skechers are comfy. Cloudies. Airstream. Nike slides are the best. Crocs. I'm in socks. Wick test? Not yet, bro, Rico. Not yet. Super choppy. No trade day, we sleep. The 90s, Air Max, nice. Vans, surfer dudes. Air Max slides. Is there such a thing? Air Max slides? No way. Ooh, those look comfy AF. Look at these, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Desert camo. All I want for Chris. I need some of these. These look comfy AF, man. These are lame. All right. Pushing through VWAP here. NASDAQ ripping. I like this for a long. If we can close above here, which I think we are right now. NASDAQ confluence too. If we break through orb here, might get long here. Pushing through orb. I might get long here. Looking for continuation out. Nothing yet, though. Retest of VWAP. NASDAQ looks strong. SPY still looks strong. No trade just yet. I want to see this push. It's got to push. I like this 24-minute trigger wave. We'll see if it does want to go. Coming back down here, losing VWAP again. Chopping VWAP, guys. This is pretty painful. Pretty painful. No trade. No trade. We're going to have to wear Crocs if we take a trade, man. I'd like to see the SFP higher and then we dump. It does seem as though we're chopping till Jerome Powell gets here, right? Trying to push up here on the NASDAQ. No follow through, really. Still waiting right now. I'd like to see the long, but tight orb. If we can push above here and push orb, then I get long. Right now, nothing. Hammer, engulfing, so very choppy. Very choppy this morning, everybody. Still waiting here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 417 people here, 213 likes. That's really good. Thank you guys so much. I'd like to push above VWAP and continue, but right now it's just stuck, right? Price is stuck here. If we push above VWAP, we could potentially look for the long continuation up to the highs. For the short, we would have to lose this low and retest. That would be the short. Not looking good, though. Coming back down to bottom of the orb. Rolling over here. It's pretty aggressive here. Looks like we might roll over here. No trade right now. Still waiting, guys. Should we stream Jerome Powell again or what? What do you guys think? Get Chair Powell out. Bottom of the orb. No. In Discord? We could do it in Discord. I gotta make a phone call at 10 a.m. though. Gotta call my my plumber. No, I did not clog the toilet. Chopping here. I think we are rolling over right now. Pretty aggressive candles to the downside here. Bottom of the orb. Pushback, possibly. Still waiting here, everybody. Pretty ugly price action, to be honest. NASDAQ, yeah, rounded bottom here, like almost parabolic, but very short-term stuff, right? Creating a lot of liquidity. SPY rolling over, retesting where it opened. This is a pretty aggressive little push here down. It's pretty flat though. Holy smokes. Pretty flat, I would say. Still waiting.
The data ain't no time to air.
Still waiting here. I think someone in Discord gave me the stream thing. The stream Nice pushback here. Still waiting. Trying to push up here. Come on, Biddy. Push, baby. No trade yet. Not sure where we can stream Jerome Powell here. Gotta find it. I gotta find it. June 18th. This isn't today. Where's Powell? Is that the website? The Federal Reserve Board? I'm not good at finding these things. Looks like the NASDAQ's dumping everybody. SPY rolling over as well. Bitcoin flat. Bitcoin very flat. No trade so far. '24 trigger wave still looks good. 12-minute looks okay as well. can push through VWAP, that would be great. Or breakout continuation to the highs, that would be spectacular if we could get something like that. Coming into VWAP. Rejection. Chop again. Still waiting here, everybody. It's 10 a.m. I gotta find that stream. I can't find the stream, everybody. It should be on Fox Business. Guy's sexting his wife. This should be it. We got audio? Is audio okay? We'll see when he's speaking. Look for Bitcoin to push through VWAP and push through orb to justify getting long. Not speaking yet. It's all chop. You gonna do the nipples today, everybody? Hopefully. Nothing yet. Still waiting here, everybody. Chopping sideways and down right now. VWAP rejection here. I mean, there's not much to call here, guys. It's just very choppy here, right around 105.
Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare a recess at any time. This hearing is entitled the Federal Reserve Semi-Annual Monetary Policy Report. Without objection, all members will have 5 legislative days within which to submit extraneous material to the chair for inclusion in the record. I now recognize myself for 4 minutes for an opening statement. Good morning. I want to thank Chair Powell for joining us today. We appreciate your time and look forward to hearing more about the Federal Reserve's outlook on economic and monetary policy. There's been a lot of rhetoric lately, particularly from our friends across the aisle,
Nice push you on
suggesting
Bitcoin.
that Republicans in the Congress are
Come on, baby,
steering
get
our
above that
economy
orb.
toward a recession.
Go, baby.
However, the facts tell a different story. 4 months into the Trump administration, American workers and taxpayers are already benefiting from a strong, resilient economy.
There we go,
The Fed
cameraman.
noted that growth is solid, and even former Fed officials have dismissed the idea of a recession.
How's the
this
sound?
year
Put a 1 in
or
the
is
chat if the
near.
sound is good, guys.
Compare that to the previous administration. Under President Biden, Americans endured the highest inflation rates in decades, driven by reckless spending and misguided policy decisions. Now, under the Trump administration, inflation has declined to levels lower than those seen before President Biden's flawed so-called American Rescue Plan, and real wages are finally meaningfully
Nice push
growing
here.
again. There's always some economic uncertainty when the United States engages in difficult negotiations necessary to secure more open
Get above.
markets for
View up.
American goods and
Tap an
services.
orb right now.
But that uncertainty is not without a strategy of balanced, lower regulatory costs, pro-growth tax policy, and controls on federal spending, all combined with trade successes
Nice push
offer
here.
economic
Trying to get
opportunity.
above
One
orb.
Fed official, Governor Waller, has outlined how a balanced approach, combining potential tax rates with targeted tariffs, could foster strong economic growth. Let me be clear on that point. We can fight to open markets, break down non-tariff barriers while achieving solid economic growth at the same time. That's President Trump's goal, just as it was for President Reagan in the 1980s. I also
Retest
want to
to view
commend
up.
you, Mr. Chairman, the Federal Reserve, for taking positive steps to keep politics out of the Fed, including disbanding 4 internal climate-related committees and making the Fed leaner and more efficient by right-sizing your workforce across the
Lean
system.
ground beef.
These moves reflect a commitment to efficiency at the Federal Reserve. I'm also pleased that Governor Mickey Bowman has been confirmed as Vice Chair for Supervision
NASDAQ
at
flat.
the board. Governor Bowman has been a tireless advocate for community banks, and this committee is eager to work with her on policies that enhance our bank's ability to provide greater access to capital and
Getting above
services
view up
for our
here.
families and businesses across our nation. I look forward to today's hearing, and I yield back the balance of my time. I'll now recognize Mr. Foster on behalf of the ranking member.
We're
for
ready,
4 minutes
baby.
for an opening statement.
Are we
Thank you,
ready?
and I will save everyone a little bit of time. Chair, Ranking Member Waters was
Are you
unavoidably
ready?
detained. I'll just say a little bit that the markets have kind of spoken on their confidence in the Trump economy. Probably the single simplest metric of that is that the U.S. dollar is down roughly 10%. Okay, this is not a small thing, and it has caused countries around the world to question the primacy of the U.S. dollar going forward. This is one of the worst market responses, I think, to the chaos that we're seeing, the tariffs that are very destructive to
Just chopping here
trade,
in between orb and VWAP
just
right now, guys.
Everything that the markets are seeing and trying to suffer through. I know I'm contacted all the time by businesses in my district, manufacturing businesses that can't even start thinking about investing with the level of chaos just from the tariff policy alone. Anyway, there's a long set of things we should be talking about, and I'm happy to save some people some time, and let's get to it. Yield back.
Gentleman yields back. I recognize the Chairman of the Task Force on Monetary Policy, Treasury Market Resilience, and Economic Prosperity, Mr. Lucas, for 1 minute for an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today's hearing will allow us to evaluate the state of the economy and review the FOMC's policy decisions. It's appropriate to regularly take a step back and assess the central bank's performance and its responsiveness to the economic conditions our constituents face back home. This hearing is particularly timely conversation as the Fed wraps up its 5-year framework review, including a thorough look at the consensus statement, communication strategy, and other guiding policies that will have a profound effect on the lives of every American. Many of these topics we'll discuss
Got 400
today.
people
We've
in
taken
here
a
and only
closer look at it in monetary
225
policy,
likes. I don't know
Treasury
what.
market
Where's the
resilience,
other
and Economic
200
Prosperity
likes?
Task Force. I look forward
going
to
on,
building on these
Captain
conversations
Kirk?
here.
Much love
One
to you.
issue
Good
that
to
I
see
think
you,
warrants
Mafia
special
Mama.
attention is the binding nature of the SLR and ESLR on the Treasury market
Dumping.
intermediation. I'm glad to see the Fed is looking into this tomorrow. And I hope
SPY
we'll see
rolling over,
meaningful action
NASDAQ
soon.
rolling over.
Chairman Powell, thank you for being here. It's critically important that Congress and the central bank have an open dialogue. Transparency,
flat.
accountability, honest communications are pillars of our system's success. I look forward to your testimony on the state of the economy and the Fed's plans for the future. And I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields back. I recognize the ranking member of the Task Force on Monetary Policy, Treasury Market Resilience, and Economic Prosperity, Mr. Vargas, for 1 minute for an opening statement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member, and thank you, Chairman Powell, both for your years of public service and for being here today. Since 1977, the Fed has been tasked by Congress with its dual mandate goals of achieving both maximum employment and stable prices. Unfortunately, this administration has made accomplishing these goals more difficult. In the Fed's most recent summary of economic projections, we see a forecast for slower growth, stickier inflation, and rising unemployment, all of which point to a potential stagflation scenario. Whether it's the president's
Bitcoin
indecision
pushing.
on trade policy, his hiring freezes impacting the collection of economic data, his ballooning of the deficit to cut taxes for the wealthy, or his name-calling, all of these actions make it tougher for the Fed to do
His
its
name
job.
calling.
I look forward to your testimony today, Mr. Powell.
His
Chairman
name
Powell,
calling.
And I yield back with that.
Gentleman yields back. Today, we do welcome the testimony of the Honorable Jerome Powell, Chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Chairman Powell, we thank you for taking time to be with us. You'll be recognized for 5 minutes to give an oral presentation of your written testimony, and without objection, your written testimony will be made part of the record. You're now recognized for 5 minutes. Mike.
Thank you, Chairman Hill, Ranking Member, and other members of the committee. It's great to be back here today. I appreciate the opportunity to present the Federal Reserve's semi-annual monetary policy report. The Federal Reserve remains squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer-run objective. We are attentive to the risks on both sides of our dual mandate. I will review the current economic situation before turning to monetary policy. Incoming data suggests that the economy remains solid.
Bullish.
Following growth of 2.5% last year, GDP was reported to have edged down in the first quarter,
He's edging.
reflecting swings in net exports that were driven by businesses bringing in imports ahead of potential tariffs. This unusual swing has complicated GDP measurement. Private domestic final purchases, or PDFP, which excludes net exports, inventory investment, and government spending, grew at a solid 2.5% rate. Within PDFP, growth of consumer spending moderated, while investment in equipment and intangibles rebounded from weakness in the fourth quarter. Surveys of households and businesses, however, report a decline in sentiment in recent months and elevated uncertainty about the economic outlook, largely reflecting trade policy concerns. It remains to be seen how these developments might affect future
Looks like
spending
we're going
and
up.
investment.
Looks like it.
In the labor market, conditions have remained solid. Payroll job gains averaged a moderate 224,000 per month in the first 5 months of the year. The unemployment rate at 4.2% in May remains low and has stayed in a narrow range for the past year. Wage growth has continued to moderate while still outpacing
50-50
inflation.
in here.
Overall, a wide set of indicators suggests that the conditions in the labor market are broadly in balance and consistent with maximum employment. The labor market is not a source of significant inflationary pressures. The strong labor market conditions in recent years have helped narrow longstanding disparities in employment and earnings across demographic groups. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total personal consumption expenditures, or PCE prices, rose 2.3% over the 12 months ending in May, and that, excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.6%. Near-term measures of inflation expectations have moved up over recent months, as reflected in both market and survey-based measures. Respondents to surveys of consumers, businesses, and professional forecasters point to tariffs as the driving factor. Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. With the labor market at or near maximum employment and inflation remaining somewhat elevated, the Federal Open Market Committee has maintained the target range for the federal funds rate at 4.25% to 4.5% since the beginning of the year. We've also continued to reduce our holdings of Treasury and agency mortgage-backed securities, and beginning in April, further slowed the pace of this decline to facilitate a smooth transition to ample reserve balances. We will continue to determine the appropriate stance of monetary policy based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. Policy changes continue to evolve, and their effects on the economy remain uncertain. The effects of tariffs will depend, among other things, on their ultimate level. Expectations of that level, and thus of the related economic effects, reached a peak in April and have since declined. Even so, increases in tariffs this year are likely to push up price prices and weigh on economic activity. The effects on inflation could be short-lived, reflecting a one-time shift in the price
400
level.
people in here.
It's also possible that
250
the
likes.
inflationary effects could instead be more persistent. Avoiding that would depend on the size of the tariff effects, on how long it takes for them to pass through fully into prices, and ultimately on keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our obligation is to keep longer-term inflation expectations well anchored and to prevent a one-time increase in the price level from becoming an ongoing inflation problem. As we act to meet that obligation, we will balance
Bitcoin
our
trying to
maximum
break out here.
employment and price stability mandates, keeping in mind that without price stability, we cannot achieve the long periods of strong labor market conditions that benefit all Americans. For the time
Or
being, we
rejection.
are well positioned to wait to learn more about the likely course of the economy before considering any adjustments to our policy stance. To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll now turn to member questions. I recognize myself for 5 minutes for questions. Over the past few weeks, our Democratic colleagues have suggested the following. After the initial release of the GDP report, the president is driving the economy into a recession. Chairman Powell, the latest FOMC statement described economic activity had to continue to expand at a solid pace. And you just reiterated that in your testimony
Considering
this morning.
along.
In your view, is the term recession and the economy growing at a solid pace, are those synonymous with each other?
I would say no.
And you note that the labor market continues strong, the economy's at a standard pace, and you also referenced in your testimony that that first quarter GDP initial react was also from front-end loading, as you noted, imports to try to avoid tariff impacts.
Considering along
Also,
here.
I looked at the Atlanta Fed GDP Now model.
Not yet, though.
Which forecasts GDP growth for the second quarter of this year at nearly 4%.
No follow
with core
through.
GDP forecast at 2%.
Just chop right
Does
back
that
into the middle.
Atlanta model
That's
suggest a recession to you?
No, I would say it doesn't.
So in looking at your remarks about tariffs today and then the ones that you made during
NASDAQ
March
looking good.
and April,
Get
I
an
was
above
looking
view up
back
here.
at a Fed study that noted that up until
Looking
March,
for a
tariffs
push.
have already been partially passed through in consumer prices, leading to a contribution of merely 1/10 percentage point increase in core PCE prices.
Buy looks
And
good.
a Harvard
NAS
study
looks
last
good.
week showed
Bitcoin
that
looks
prices have only modestly adjusted
choppy.
since the announcement of tariffs. Finally, the longer-term inflation expectations remain consistent with the 2% goal. Governor Waller laid out
VWAP
a
retest
pathway that allows
continuation
for
out.
rate cuts provided that average effective tariff rates remain close to 10%, or I assume he means 10% or lower. The labor market remains solid. Prices continue to disinflate. So given that data I've outlined, I'm sure data that you're very familiar with, for the economy to avoid persistent inflation, do you concur with Governor Waller that there is a pathway for good news as it relates to the regulatory policies, the tax policies that I've discussed in a world with lower tariff
Looks like we
rates?
got a push here.
So first, I wouldn't comment on any other FOMC members' comments one way or the other, but I will say this. I think many paths are possible here, and certainly the one you mentioned is a possible one. We could see inflation come in not as strong as we expect, and if that were the case, that would tend to suggest cutting sooner. We could see the labor market.
I'm going to send you guys
weaken,
over to
and that would
Piper
also-
Academy, guys. Family first, man. Family first. Little man's yelling at me right now. He's like, da, 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 da. Here's the link for that. I'm going to send you over to Piper Academy. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Looking for an orb breakout. I'll update the Discord. Much love, everybody. God bless you. Trade safe. I will see you guys later. He's calling Dada, man. This is why we trade. Family first. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. AlexOCrypto. proof.